Haven't sanitized yet, guys. Give me just a second, okay?
Are you kidding me? You almost messed up my geo. Guess what to do? Bro. I'm playing geo and I got today? And then Monday.
Is it planned absence?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's so good. Yeah. Oh, elimination.
I don't remember.
Oh, yeah. I don't think we started elimination. Or
We
we
were
did.
talking about it late, but we never really got to it.
Yeah.
He was like, I'll tell you.
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm gonna guess.
It's not one.
Yeah, and then I got, and then I got back to someone to get it done now.
Here, you can just, right? You're their first reader.
Oh, I think it was Emily, have you done science?
Actually,
Hey, it was actually right. You do a lab. Emily. Yeah, look at us. You do a lab.
you gotta make them shuffle like that.
Yeah, I know. French, you did French. I'm playing GeoGuessr. I have 4 to 5.
Next year.
You're an idiot.
It says next year, but it already is 2020.
Isn't it on one?
It's next year.
All right, guys, go here. It looks like it. We all ready to go? Yeah. Let's go.
Hey, wait. It was right. 5 out of 5 on GeoGuessr. First try. Let's go. We already knew it was a brand. It was Versailles.
Okay, ready? So I believe when we last met each other on Thursday last week, we were talking about this problem up here on the screen. Is that correct? Okay. Yeah, and we're talking about methods on how to solve it using the elimination technique, correct? I think we were getting somewhere with our discussion, and then time was our enemy, and we weren't able to finish that. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, does anybody remember what we discussed strategy-wise? We want to reshare their strategy that they might have had on how to solve this problem before we get going here.
I thought a big idea, and then it's just left me.
Okay, that's it. Eliza?
Well, I was gonna say that the x values are
Mm-hmm.
somewhat the same, so maybe we could eliminate both of those.
Okay. All right. Eliza thinks the x values are something to consider here. That perhaps it might be easiest to eliminate those. Okay. Caitlin, what do you think? Subtract equation 2 from equation 1. How would you do that? Mm-hmm. So you're saying you need to add columns together then, basically. Okay? By adding columns together here, -4 plus 4, that's equal to 0, right? We wouldn't have an x term. Hence, x might be eliminated. What do you think? I know. Bombshell, right? Okay? All right. No, I think that's actually the right way to go. I think we were kind of on the cusp there at the end, and I just didn't want to tell you, yep, that's it. And so we have something to talk about today. Okay? So now we have something to talk about today. This is exactly what we're going to do. All right? When you want to eliminate a variable, you have to pick a variable to eliminate. Okay? First of all, you have to have opposite coefficients on that variable. Does everybody know what opposite coefficients are? Wyatt?
Would it basically be like if you have 8y, would you have to have negative 8y on the other?
That is correct. Okay. Opposite coefficients add to what, class?
0.
You got it. And if they add to 0, you can eliminate it. Okay? Great. So what happens is, after you figure out what you're going to eliminate, the rest of this works out very, very quickly. Okay? Which is why this is a favorite technique for a lot of mathematicians to solve a system, because once you get through the initial prep work here and figure out which variable to eliminate, everything else falls into place fast. Okay? Very fast. So, we're going to have opposite coefficients on x. We're going to add the equations together. So check how I do this together here. Okay? All right? So I'm going to add them together like this. Negative 4x plus 4x equals 0. We're going to cancel these out. Like so. Okay? It'll come in just a second. There we go. All right? Negative 2y plus 8y is 6y. Very good. That becomes 6y down there at the bottom. Negative 12 plus negative 24 is negative 36. Put an equal sign between those green terms. You have a new equation. What's y? Bingo. Okay? And then the fun thing with this system is that you already know how to solve for x because you did it already in substitution. Okay? So the only new stuff is this part right here. You already know how to do the rest of it because that doesn't change. All right? So we'll solve this real quickly for y. Right here. And you get y equals 6. When you divide these both by 6. Okay? Negative 6, my mistake. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, that's elimination. All right? Now, if I don't dictate a method to you to solve a problem, you can pick whatever method you want. You can graph the equations, you can substitute, or you can eliminate. Okay? Remember, elimination or substitution is really good if you already have an equation solved for a variable. Okay? Or one of your coefficients on a variable is 1. That's also a good time. Okay? Other times, I'm using elimination. All right? It's a lot faster for me to eliminate a variable than it is for me to use substitution sometimes. Okay? But as long as I don't dictate a method to you on your assessment, I don't care what method you use to get the correct answer. Okay? How would I find x if y is negative 6? Who can take me through that process real fast? Who can take me through that process real fast? You know y is negative 6. What do you do with what do you do with that information? Exactly right, Sandy. Plug it in one of the equations. Okay? And we're going to use equation 2. Okay? But it doesn't matter. You can use whichever one you want at this point. It's going to work out the same for both. Okay? There's my equation 2. There's equation 2 with the negative 6 substituted in. What is 8 times negative 6? 4x minus 48 equals negative 24, right? Add your 48 to each side. And I get 4x equals positive 24. X is what? I get x equals 6 and y equals negative 6. And I'm finished. What do you think? Think you can handle this? You know 3 methods now to solve a system. Graphing, substitution, elimination. Okay? Know all 3 for the assessment. It's probably going to be happening not next week, but the week after. See?
So, like, on the assessment, if you do graphing, like, what graph you put next to the graph?
Yes. Okay? Now, if I dictate to you, her question was, if it says solve by graph, will I provide you the plan? Yes, I'll provide you the plan. Okay? Now, if I say solve by whatever method you want a graph, this applies the plan. Okay? Graphing is not always the most efficient, but it does get the job done. So that's your preferred method, that's fine. Okay? Let the setup kind of dictate this for you. You guys want to try it on your own here and see what you can do? That's a spirit. Okay? Try this one. As it comes up here soon, hopefully. Maybe. Bingo. Oops, sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you find the variable to eliminate. For opposite coefficients on the variable. Okay? Do I have two answers? A little more time? Okay. 30 seconds more here. Get it all figured out. Okay. Turn and talk. Make sure your group mates are all on the same page. I'm going to roll the dice in just a second.
You add the,
So then where do I go?
that's 3x equals 30. And then you divide, you get like x
Oh,
equals
add
10.
these?
Add all the columns together.
And then once you get
Yeah,
x.
there's your second. There's your little limit.
Either equation or whatever.
You get your 10. Okay?
I figured that. Okay. Here.
When you're eliminating, remember you're adding columns together, okay? You want to get it in the place where you're adding columns. Some books say you can also subtract, okay? But when you subtract, you got to think about your negative signs, and that makes it a little more trickier. Okay? I just go add, basically.
Okay, so like if you have more numbers
Mm-hmm.
in one equation than the other, then how would you do the fourth?
Well, if you have, first of all, you got to combine like terms, okay? Then you combine like terms, because that'll combine all at the beginning. But you should have an X column, a Y column, and a number column. Okay, when you're all done. Okay, good question on that. All right. Lance, I rolled your number. Can you help me out here a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, what do we do first?
So I see that both will y, so they're opposite coefficients.
Okay,
You can eliminate those.
all right.
And then you'll do 11 plus 19. You'll do 30. And then you'll do 2x, 1x, which will give you 3x.
Good.
And then you can divide by 3 on both sides. And that can give you 10x.
Excellent.
X equals 10.
Okay, if I get x equals 10, everybody go with x equals 10. All right. Thank you, Lance. Okay, very good. Alex, what equation did you use to find y? Did you use equation 1 or equation 2? Okay. Well, if it doesn't go right, then it's all your fault. And I'm off to a great start because I didn't write down the right mark. No. I'm just joking with you. No. Okay, so we have x minus y equals 11. So we have 10. Uh-oh, what did I do? I think I hit something wrong. Abracadabra. Ta-da! Yay! It works. Okay. All right. Well, I hope it was recording before then, too. I honestly don't know if it was or not. We'll have to see if it was. If not, I apologize if you guys catch this later and we just got to this point of the problem. But I think you guys have enough to catch up here. So 10 minus y equals 11. We'll subtract our 10 from each side. Negative y equals 1. Divide by negative 1, and I get y equals negative 1. So x equals 10, and y equals negative 1. Sound good? Excellent. Okay. All right. When you have an answer for this one, raise your hand. I'll come by and I'll check you. If you're right, you can check your group mates. Okay? And then we have to move on. All right? Because this is just the beginning of elimination. Just the beginning.
That does not sound good. That
Right.
sounds
Don't
ominous.
say it like that.
Like, a little too late for that.
Wait. Shush.
That sounded ominous.
Don't jinx us.
Okay? Concentrate on your work, please. Concentrate on your work, please. Have I got this solved yet?
Just started.
I was off the
Oh,
line.
I'm done. I was just asking. I'm sorry.
How fast do you think we are?
You guys are good. I know for sure. You know me. I have high standards. Yes.
Oh, this is fun. I like this. Is it? This is quite simple.
I like
It's
this.
really simple.
I like this a lot.
Now that you said it.
Oh, I know.
What?
Yes, I believe that's the correct answer. Good job, Sadie. Sadie will check the yellow group. This is a
It's a really simple.
That's like the correct answer. I can't accept that answer yet. Check your group again.
No way.
RJ, we'll check the red group. Blake, if you wish, you may check the blue group.
Okay.
Blake.
He's throwing shade now. Oh, and like, negative one, negative one.
What?
Okay, well, we'll check the green group. Yes, the correct answer.
There you go.
Oh.
Very last little glitch there, little second.
This is the point where they intersect.
Yes, it's the point where they intersect. All right. Okay, all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, nice job. Need I remind everybody, we are recording this for prosperity, okay? So, and for those that weren't here like Reed, they can catch this up later because he does watch these, okay? So, you'd be a big help to him. I get y is negative 1. Everybody okay with that? All right, Brandon, pick an equation. 2. So I get 6x plus 4 times negative 1 equals negative 10. 6x minus 4 equals negative 10. Add your 4 to each side. 6x equals negative 6. X is what, everybody? There you go. X is negative 1. Y is negative 1. Are we okay? Okay. So, as you know, if it was all this easy, we'd be done already, right? And I still have lots of time left in this class.
What if they're not the same?
Okay. What if they're not the same? I am so glad you asked that question, Eliza, because you're going to figure that out next. What if you don't have opposite coefficients? What to do, what to do, what to do.
Ah, sweet.
Oh, no. You don't want to do substitution on this. You might have nasty fractions.
Sweet.
I don't think you guys like nasty fractions, right?
No, I love fractions.
Okay. Don't you want to try to avoid fractions?
Yes.
There's a way to do that, so eliminate. Okay? Tell me your mates, let's see what you guys might come up with.
16.
16.
X are divisible by 3.
Remember, you want to eliminate a variable. Okay.
Both of them are divisible by 3. That might have something to do with
Yeah, you make it so that you get
both
the
y
same.
and prime numbers.
Oh, I see.
Let's see.
Oh,
Actually, 16 is. You can get rid of
But no,
16, so they're just both 0.
Remember, you want to eliminate a variable. Okay, eliminating this is going to help you here. Okay? We also have an X and a Y.
Oh yeah, that's true.
What is
I'd say we add 2 to 5.
They're the same.
Yes.
Might come from some though. Keep that in mind. Okay.
Equation.
All right. In the essence of time here, okay, because I want to make sure we get to the same place you guys were with Miller House when they left on Friday. They had extra time in this period because they had a full day. Okay. Thoughts? They had a full day because they didn't have an interview. Thoughts on the issue? Thoughts on the matter? Okay. What can we maybe do to get those opposite coefficients to just magically appear, or mathematically appear? How about that? How about that for a word choice, Emily?
I was thinking you could divide a kind of 2 by -3, but you'd still end up with some kind of.
Would that also not give me fractions also? Okay. Well, we want to try to avoid fractions if we can. Okay. Okay. Well, hold on a second. Hold on. I know you're in competition today for some reason with Alex, and her hand is up before you. Okay.
I beat you in Spanish today.
Okay. All
Yes,
right.
I absolutely
All right.
did.
Hey, Alex, you're gonna lose your turn. What can you tell me?
Well, multiply the first equation by 3.
Okay. Why would you do that?
Because if you multiply -3 by 3, then it would be -9, and that would wait, no, -3.
Okay. So you want to start all over again?
Yeah, you
That would be a different line.
Why not?
You multiply -3 by 3 so that it's +9, so that they go together and it makes it 0 and you get rid of it.
Okay. So Alex is claiming you can multiply equation 1 by -3. By doing so, this becomes positive 9x here. They eliminate. However, you have to remember something here. If you multiply a single term by another factor, multiply everything by that factor.
21
Because then you will not change the value of the equation. Okay? And that's what you need to do to generate opposite coefficients. Nice work. Okay? Let's map it out here real fast. All right. Good. See, this elimination step and substitution, it's not that bad. Okay? All right. I'm sure about that. All right, so let's get going here. We're going to multiply each term in equation 1 by -3. Okay? So I have the -3's up there. -3x times -3 is 9x, right? What is 7y times negative 3? Negative 21y. What is negative 16 times negative 3? Positive 48. So we're going to rewrite the system and change equation 1. Okay? Use these items right here for the new equation 1. Got it? So it should look like this. And now you can eliminate. Okay? Everybody see how that works? Now, here's the thing. You could have also, Alex is also right when we first said multiply by 3. You can technically do that, okay? But if you don't get opposite coefficients out of the gate, then you have to subtract. And that can get kind of messy when you're trying to subtract your terms in each of your columns. That's why I suggest getting your opposite coefficients out of the gate, and then you always add your columns together, a lot less hassle with the negative signs, okay? So you play this how you want. I'm just trying to avoid errors here. Okay, Sadie?
If you do this, would it avoid fraction every time? Or?
Well, unless x or y is a fraction, yes. Hmm? Yep. If you figure out if you can always multiply the equation, okay, or plural in some cases, okay, to get opposite coefficients and avoid having to work with fractions. Exactly. Okay, good question. All right, well, let's add these up. Okay, x's go away. Those are gone. Okay. All right. Negative 21y plus 5y is negative 16y. 48 plus 16 is 64. So what's y equal then, kids? Negative 4. Okay. Okay, are we okay with this? Show me a thumb if we're good. Are we good with y equaling negative 4 here? Okay, good. So I'll divide these here by negative 16 real fast. And I'll get y equals negative 4. Eventually. All right. Now, you know how to get x? Get it. Okay? Get x. And may I make a suggestion? If you use equation 1, use the original equation. The numbers are smaller and easier to manipulate. Yep. I'm just going to put equation 1 up here and you're going to use it. How's that? Is that right? I get x equals negative 4 too. That's exactly right. Yeah, I had a student on Friday ask, will they always be the same value? No, they will not. Okay, that's just coincidence. All right, it just happens to be this time and a couple of other times. Okay, they're not always going to be the same value. All right, so guys, you basically have all the just you need for elimination. Okay, so you can get this on your homework assignment tomorrow. We're going to finish this up on Thursday. Okay, do a couple more difficult problems. We're not done yet. I'm gonna give you one more here to try real fast. Okay. But I don't think we're gonna get to the next stage of this until Thursday. Okay. There's 3 stages. We got to the first 2. And we're in good shape to do stage 3. Okay. Stage 3 is the hardest, but I think now that you have the idea, it makes it a little bit easier now. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. So this is like the problem like this would be like a level 2 out of 3. Okay. So on Thursday I'll show you a level 3 out of 3 problem. All right, and really, once you figure that out, it's really not that much harder. You just have to do a little extra prep work at the beginning. That's all. Okay, try this one. Now this one's set up so it gives you multiple different options you can use. Okay, so you can pick a route and go with it. In fact, why don't you just take 30 seconds real quick before you really get into the problem and figure out how you want, which row you're going to eliminate and how you're going to get there, and we'll have that discussion first. Okay? So right now, just think about what variable you're going to eliminate and how you're going to get there. Okay? What makes the most sense to you? Talk with your group mates. 30 seconds. How are you going to solve this problem? How are you going to eliminate? Converse.
You do that.
I multiplied equation 2 by 7.
Yeah, that's what we did it by negative 2. Then that way you get it back.
I just want to say it's positive, so what
Yeah, by 7. That's how yeah. I thought it was negative second.
Oh, yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Time to talk to me. Thoughts? Okay. How would you solve it, Mason?
Multiply the second equation by 7.
Multiply equation 2 by 7 eliminates what variable? Okay, that's one option. Is there another option available to you? Okay, Brandon?
You multiply the second equation by -2.
And that eliminates what? X. So in this case, some problems present multiple easy options for you. All you have to do is pick one and go with it. Both of those options are perfectly legit, and they'll both get you to the right place. Okay? Commit. That's all you have to do. Pick one and commit. All right? You don't have to do it multiple ways, just do it a right way. So this time you have a good option. You have a choice between two good options. Pick one. Okay? I think we're going to multiply by 7. I have to check and see what we're going to do up here. Yeah, we're going to multiply equation 2 by 7. Okay? All right. So we'll do that here. So I get, excuse me, 35x, 7y, and 63. Okay? So my new equation 2 looks like this. Everybody good? Excellent, excellent. Okay, so now we're going to solve this system. Okay, and I get 45x. Y's cancel out. And negative 18 plus 63. Oh, that happens to be 45 also, I believe. Okay, that worked out nice because now I know what x is. What's x? Very good. Okay. X is indeed 1. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Which equation did you use to solve for y? Does it matter at this point, Toby? Pick one. Which one did you use? Okay. You used the second one. Up here, I used the first one. I didn't know ahead of time. Okay. Doesn't matter. Pick one. Put it in. Plug it in. Okay. You get 10 minus 7y equals negative 18. Negative 10 here. Negative 10 here. Hey, they're not going to be the same this time. Y equals negative 28. So then y has to be what value, class? Y is 4. Very good.
Yeah, I did the
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, we did -2.
You probably found y equals 4 first, plug that in and solve for x. Either way, that works. Yeah, that's fine. Either way. Yeah, either way is fine. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to stop it here. Okay, we'll pick this up on Thursday and get it done. Okay. Nice work, everybody. Start your assignment tomorrow.